Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it away to start us off. Texas. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to run.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. They go to the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They'll go to the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. The ball pops out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on fourth down they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the calls. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. 2nd down. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes a connection. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease to the left. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the Longhorns are flying down the field. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And now on second down for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Eaton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to him. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And just too much on that pass, too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They'll throw it on 1st down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The aerial assault continues. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Makes the grab on 3rd. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Reese, never a doubt. You had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's He's looking to throw. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Will take over. First and 10.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They're bringing heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You've got to get quarterback hits.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. You've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Gonna run it. It's Gibson. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. But great backs, not good backs, not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over UAB. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Quarterback checking the play. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Trying to find his man on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Wide receiver shows motion. They want to run this quarterback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Now on the move. Past the 30. The expressway is wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Sooner offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The give to the tailback. And the Sooners will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate. He spent his whole career in the backfield. Now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Snap it to the back. Breaks the tackle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Dropping back, it's Arnold. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big time play.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes his shot. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Coming after it. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Offense set on 1st down. Handoff to the single back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well and all.
Looking for a deep man. And the ball is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas best.